Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. We are back and better than ever, and we are continuing our journey through arithmetic sequences. This is part 2. Let's get to it, shall we? We'll pause that. We'll come back and see how Coldplay is doing later. All right, so now we are going to find K, given that 3k plus 1k and negative 3 are consecutive terms of an arithmetic sequence. So again, this is no difference than, let's say we had the arithmetic sequence 1, 7, so the common difference is 6, so 13, 19, blah, 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 blah. Well, what they're telling us is in some arithmetic sequence, we don't know what it is, these are 3 consecutive terms, like 1, 2, 3, right in a row. Okay, so again, we have some sequence, maybe it's starting to the left there, and then we have the term 3k plus 1, and we have the term k, and we have the term negative 3, and then it keeps on going. But we know that these are 3 terms in a row. Well, let's take a look at this sequence I just made up. What makes it an arithmetic sequence? Well, what makes it an arithmetic sequence is it has the same common difference. So let's consider these 3 consecutive terms. 13 minus 7 is equal to 19 minus 13, and 6 is equal to 6. Okay? So by the same reasoning, term minus previous term, 13 minus 7. So k minus 3k plus 1 must be equal to negative 3 minus k. Okay, that's very simple. And the arithmetic sequence has the same, the terms have the same common difference. So now it's just a matter of solving. K minus 3k minus 1 equals negative 3 minus k. Negative 2k minus 1 equals negative 3 minus k. Let's see, if I add, so 2 equals, if I add k minus k, so k equals 2. Hope I did that right. I think I did. Okay, next example. Find the general term u sub n for an arithmetic sequence with u sub 3 equal to 8 and u sub 8 equals negative 17. So the general term can be found using our handy dandy formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, and that is u sub n equals u sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So I need 2 things to be able to do this. I need u sub 1 and the common difference d, the first term and the common difference d. And I don't have that, okay? But I do have u sub 3 is equal to 8. Then I have u sub 4, u sub 5, u sub 6, u sub 7, and u sub 8. And I know that u sub 8 is equal to negative 17. Well, to get the next term, don't I just add d? So this equals this, 8 plus 2d, not 2d, 8 plus d. And then here I add another d, 8 plus d plus d, which we will write as 8 plus 2d. Hopefully you can see what's happening. 8 plus 3d and 8 plus 4d. So that means u sub 8 must be equal to 8 plus 5d, because I just keep adding the common difference until I get to u sub 8. So negative 17 equals 8 plus 5d. I subtract 8 minus 8, and that's going to be negative 25 equals 5d. Divide by 5, and my common difference is negative 5. So I already have this going for me. Okay. Well, if u sub 3 is equal to 8, I can quickly get to u sub 1, right? It's going to be 5 less, or I'm sorry, 5 more, because the common difference is -5. So to get from u sub 2 to u sub 3, this would have to be 13, because 13 minus 5 is 8, and then 18 minus 5 is 13. So u sub 1 is equal to 18, okay? So that's 18. So u sub n is equal to 18 plus n minus 1 times d. And this is fine for the general term, but you want to simplify it, I think, for obvious reasons, because if you're going to use it, it's easier to use in simplified form. So minus 5n plus 5. So the general term is u sub n equals 23 minus 5n. Booyah! All right, a couple more. Insert 4 numbers between 3 and 12 so that all 6 numbers are in arithmetic sequence. Okay, so it really doesn't matter what term numbers these are, so I'm just going to say that u sub 1 is equal to 3. That means u sub 2 would be equal to 3 plus the common difference. U sub 3 would be equal to 3 plus 2d's. U sub 4 would be 3 plus 3d's. U sub 5 would be equal to 3 plus 4d, and u sub 6 is equal to 3 plus 5d, which I know is equal to 12. Insert 4 numbers between 3 and 12. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If there's 4 numbers in between, here they are. Well, if I find d, I can easily find these numbers. So 3 plus 5d equals 12. 5d equals 9. So d is equal to 9/5. Or, let's see, that's going to be 1 4/5. Depends on how you want to go through doing this. So let's see. The second term would be 3 plus 1 4/5, which is 4 4/5. Okay, so that's the first one. And then I just keep adding 1 4/5. So the next one would be 5 8/5. That's 4 4/5 plus my d, which is 1 4/5. So 5 8/5 is 6 3/5. I add 4 1/5 or 1 4/5 to that. I get 7 7/5, which is actually 8 2/5. And one more time would be 8 2/5 plus 1 4/5 would be 9 6/5, which is equal to 10 1/5. Yes. And the way I can check it is, here's my 4 numbers. If I add 1 4/5 to 10 1/5, I should get 12, which I do. So these guys are the 4 numbers that you can put in between. And that's why knowing these, or knowing how to use the formulas and how to understand what's really happening, is very, very important, so you're able to find that common difference as you need it. Okay, so we have Ryan. He's a cartoonist. His comic strip has just been bought by a newspaper, so he sends them the 28 comic strips he has drawn so far. Each week after that, this is after the first, okay, so what's important here is the 28 is the first week. So let's just write it down. U sub 1 equals 28. He emails 3 more comic strips to the newspaper. Find the total number of comic strips sent after 1, 2, 3, and 4 weeks. Well, U sub 2 is just going to be 28 plus 3, which is 31. U sub 3 is equal to 34. U sub 4, 3 more is 37. And let's see. After 1. So here we go. This is week 1, right? Because they said it's after 28 comic strips he has drawn so far, each week after the first. So the first week is 28. So that's week 1. This is week 2. This is week 3. And this is week 4. Very good. So that's part A. Part B show that the total number of comic strips sent after n weeks forms an arithmetic sequence. Well, then we just have to do term minus previous term. So if I do 31 minus 28, that must equal 34 minus 31, which must equal 37 minus 34, which does indeed equal 3. So we have shown it. C, find the number of comic strips sent after 15 weeks. Well, I need to find u sub 15. So I know that u sub n equals u sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. I'm going to go ahead and get the general term here. U sub n equals, the first term is 28, plus n minus 1, and the common difference is indeed 3. So I clean this up. U sub n equals 28 plus 3n minus 3. So u sub n is equal to 25 plus 3n. 28 minus 3 is 25. So u sub 15 is equal to 25 plus 3 times 15, which is 25 plus 45, which is equal to 70. So by the end of the 15th week, he has sent in 70 comic strips. When does he send his 120th comic strip? Okay, so remember, we're always starting with u sub n, and the n is the week number. So what they're really saying is let u sub n equal 120, and when does this happen? Okay, well, I know that u sub n is equal to 25 plus 3n, and I get that from right here. And if 120 equals 25 plus 3n, what does n equal? So I get 95 equals 3n, and if I divide 95 by 3, I get 31 and 2/3. Okay, so that means after the 31st week, he has not sent in the 120th yet. It would have to be after the 32nd week. 32nd week, or week 32. Let me show you why. Let's check out u sub 31. Well, we know that that is equal to 25 plus 3 times 31, which is equal to 25 plus 93. And let's see, 93 and 25 is 118. So after week 31, he has not yet sent in 120, but u sub 32, he's going to send in, or in the 32nd week, he will send in 3 more, which would be the 119th, 120th, and the 121st comic. So that is when it's going to happen. I shouldn't put equals here, right? So u sub 32 actually is equal to 121 because it's just 3 more than 118. But within that package, he's sending in cartoons 119, 120, and 121. So that's why the answer is the 32nd week and not the 31st. We could also say that 120 is not a term in this particular sequence, because when solving for n, when u sub n equals 120, we did not get a natural number. N will always be a natural number. Okay, that is going to be it. I thought there was a little more. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. We're going to check in with our friends here to close it out. And I am